I came across this website some months ago and I thought it was good. I thought it was very helpful and useful. So I noted that in my notes that I was keeping, that I would come back to it a little bit later on. Because at the time that I had saw it initially, I hadn't done anything. I mean, like nothing at all. So I figured once I get the ball rolling, get a few things done, that I'd come back to it. It has to do with the certification process. M stands for minority, W stands for women, the D in all of this stands for disabled. So you can apply for certification through the Enterprise Center. I believe you can also do it through other entities as well, but they're just talking about doing it through their particular organization and what the steps involved are. So I had gone through this, like I said, a couple of months ago, and at the time I hadn't did anything. And when I scrolled down, I saw this particular clip. It has to do with the recording of a Zoomcast about, and it says the Enterprise Center MWD Certification Process Overview. And this ran for an hour. It was an hour long video. I think I got as far as about 15 minutes of it, and then I stopped. There was no sense in continuing on after that since I hadn't done anything. So now here it is a couple of months later, and I've got a couple of things done, and I decided to view it again, and I watched it all the way through. One of the things that they talked about that I hadn't grasped or been aware of the first time around had to do with the City of Philadelphia tax clearance process. And it went through some screens on how to go about that. So I made some notes and I'm getting ready to do that now. So just to scroll down a little bit more, if I wanted to look at the application process, which opens up a new tab here, and they talk about actually what the process involves and everything to do with that. And I believe that this particular site is going to be instrumental in the direction that I'm heading in. And so along the lines of showing my viewers the steps that I'm taking and what I'm doing and capturing as much of that as I can go along as I can going along, this is one of those. And as you probably can see, it's a whole lot to putting it all together. So what I have is I made the notes and I put everything in Notepad, so these are kind of like my steps here. So first thing it says go to the main page for the City of Philadelphia website. So I'm going to do that. And I'm there, and then it says services drop down. So here's services, and there's a drop down, and then it says select payments, assistance, and taxes on the right. So payments, assistance, taxes on the right, and then it says select get tax clearance on the right. So get tax clearance on the right. Click on that. And then it says select City of Philadelphia tax clearance system. And I believe everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. So right here I have City of Philadelphia tax clearance system. Click on that and then hit the accept button. And over here on the Zoom class they said always select vendor/contractor and then continue. And I have an entity name already, and an entity type will be my EIN, and thereafter it's going to be new territory for me. And it says search, so I'm going to search. Entity ID must be numeric. Well, that's how it appears. So let me get rid of that dash. It says it must be 9 digits. So how many digits do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing a digit here. Okay, well, let me switch that around and just use my Social Security number, see if that'll take. Okay, so it found me, and what am I supposed to do then? Compliant. Oh, it says no. So I guess that means I gotta figure out how do I get to be compliant. So for further assistance, please contact the Revenue Department, and it has a number here. So that might have been some of the other stuff that I need to clean up in order to but I'm gonna do this reference number here. I'm surprised that they're not showing me as being compliant. So anyway, once I get that figured out, whenever I get it figured out, I'll be back with an update on it. What is shown here is that I've obtained my tax clearance certificate and what it looks like. Mainly, it ended up being a matter of waiting for this part of the City of Philadelphia website to come back online. They already had my filings within their system when I applied for and got my business license. And then it was simply pressing a button to generate this certificate, which is one of the things I'll need for my minority cert application, and is one further thing I no longer have to worry about chasing down.